Hey everybody, Will here from O'Reilly Auto Parts to show you how to use a vacuum brake bleeder. If you have a brake pedal that's soft or too close to the floorboard, it's possible that you have air in your brake lines, especially if you just did a brake repair or had to open the system. One of the easiest ways to remove the air and bleed the brake system is with a vacuum bleeder, sometimes called a one-man bleeder because it doesn't require someone else to press the brake pedal. Today, we'll be using the MightyVac MV8000. But procedures will vary depending on the vehicle and the vacuum bleeder you have, so consult your owner's manual or service manual and be sure to read the instructions for your specific tool before getting started. Once you've got your supplies together, here's what you'll do. Park on a level surface and open the hood. Depending on your vehicle and access to the brake bleeder valves, you may need to lift and support your vehicle and remove the wheels. Make sure all the bleeder fittings are clean before starting the procedure. Unless a different sequence is recommended by your vehicle's manufacturer, bleed your wheel cylinders and calipers starting with the wheel farthest from the master cylinder and work your way forward. We'll be starting with the rear passenger wheel in this case. Start assembling the vacuum bleeder by attaching the 1.5-inch piece of tubing between the pump and the lid of the reservoir at the port marked to pump. Attach the 3.5-inch hose to the bottom of the cap. Attach the cap to the reservoir. Now, attach a length of tubing that's at least 12 inches long to the other port on the lid and make sure the lid is snug, but don't over-tighten it. Now, select the appropriate adapter or adapters to fit your bleeder fitting. The L-shaped adapter should fit snugly over the bleed fitting so that it seals properly. The tapered adapters will fit inside the fitting and should seal when you insert by pressing and twisting. Once you've chosen the appropriate adapter, attach it to the reservoir hose. Place a wrench on your first bleed fitting. Attach the adapter and vacuum pump assembly and pump the handle 10 to 15 times. Use the wrench to open the fitting slightly, typically just 1/4 to 1/2 a turn, enough to allow fluid to flow through the hose and into the catch reservoir. Allow about 2 inches of fluid into the jar and keep watching the line attached to the bleeder for bubbles. Once there are no more bubbles in the bleeder line, close the fitting. If no fluid is being discharged, make sure the lid is on tight enough to create the necessary vacuum. Refill the master cylinder with the brake fluid specified by your vehicle's manufacturer. Make sure the master cylinder doesn't run out of fluid during your bleed procedure, as this can cause air to enter the system and require additional bleeding. Repeat these steps for each of the remaining wheels. If removing wheels was part of your procedure, you can reinstall them and lower the vehicle. Double check to make sure your master cylinder is topped off, and close the hood. And that's it. You'll find everything you need for this and other jobs at your local O'Reilly Auto Parts store or O'ReillyAuto.com. If you're not completely comfortable doing this yourself, we'd be happy to recommend a professional technician in your area. And be sure to subscribe so you'll see all our new video content. We'll see you again soon.